So I went to Rona, which is a hardware store right down the street, and there's a big poster with the star of the show, Employee of the Month, and this one is Mit Hu. Now, Hu is bird, Mit is to catch a bird, and he has stars around him, and this is the type of things I have to go through in bringing out the Sun collection, but it's actually very, very lethal. It's not just about some Indian kids who have taken Kanata means wings or Canada sold it to them. This is actually part of C3's history because piecing it together in 2013, UFT, University of Toronto, which doesn't really exist at that main branch anymore, but University of Toronto, in my guess, had taken my clan work, my anthropology work in 2009, 2010, had taken my Ottoman work and had gone overseas with them and sold Mithu to the Sri Lankan community or the Indian community. Now, why am I saying that? I am saying that based off, at that time, thousands of letters that had gone to different parts of the world for my Kanata Means Wings journal. Because you're starting to do a business and you get tagged and frazzled and injured and taunted. So these are the things I am going through, and it's a challenge because everyone in Canada and the United States was getting taunted and injured in C3. It is my guess as well that my friend, one of my good friends, may have been doubled, and she was Sri Lankan, and the whole frazzling chip may have moved headquarters to Sri Lanka with all the revenue made from Kanata Means Wings. Now, this is very, very high level fraud. With our police injured, it made Canada and the United States very vulnerable, and this is Orthodox Jews pushing them. So all they could say was this person who is linked to the Turkic Republic in terms of diplomacy is just a genetic test. So they could turn around and tag Bill Gates, tag very high level officials, and then the taunt didn't stop there. One of the issues was technically by DNA, I'm linked to Orthodox Jews, but my heritage, even though I'm very different, we're about 200 years. I am closely linked with Mark Zuckerberg from Central Asia, but I classify myself based on how I was raised as shamanic, and he's just Ashkenazi Jew. There is the differences, and they don't have these hybrids, so I'm technically the first. And it's funny because me being a hybrid is not as important as the making large holy lands and encompassing the local people of Anatolia. So that is what is going on, and their war sort of expanded. They injured the Greeks, they injured a lot of communities, and this is where I am right now. Continuous taunting, continuous injury, and we are actually at war in Canada, and it's for the well-being of humanity. So what I'm trying to do is do such a highlight that you grab back all your journals from the Sri Lankan community, grab back the integrity of Canadians, grab back the country, that they just arbitrarily came in to Vancouver. And today, out of them being angry at me for not producing the rest of the work, there's tribes right now, bands right now in our First Nations called Cowes, something very derogatory. So these are big challenges because I saw a lot of these um, problems, and it's not just them. Then it's the Chinese as well. So they're pitting Chinese against Indian, they're pitting Canada against the United States. Like it's again slicing up that hardcore male testosterone, Sri Lanka against India. They're doing all kinds of stuff uh, in between that big poster with the name Mithu. Um, Very, very offensive. And here is what makes it the taunt even more. This person is the authentic. So for the 10 years that we have been at war, every single day, all I've heard was the actress Lolly is now you. And they have done physical injuries, but the actress Lolly can never be me. I'm the one who generates. And, you know, Minds is linked to divine, and these are really a form of hominid in social behavior, and they don't realize it. That's the saddest part. Um, but but as an educator now, with the highlight of the Sun collection, we will be able to bring it back to Canada and try to get global support for the enforcement of law. Um, but there are, you know, individuals who have a lot of problems around me, and this is the richest being able to sink countries. There's a whole community of prisoners up the street, but the prisoners know, you know, for all of them to be getting mama tattoos, they know I am working in their benefit. When we do the real evolve, a lot of these antics will be corrected because they are also correct. For years, Europe and the United States, you know, had World War politics with China. For years, we took small little Indian children and raped them to demeaning forms and then threw them on the stage. For years, we had a lot of problems. So, it's funny because, and this is where the divine portion comes in. I have a son. We have sons that are Indian. I have sons that are like a family of colors we have. And I am one of those people that have a little bit of everyone in her to be able to push the real evolve, and we have to because we don't want this type of taunting on humans or tyranny on humans or coming in, breaking in, slashing a lung. If you notice, my voice is not uh it's a lot of it has been corrected, but at one point I actually sounded like Mike Tyson, and that was to prevent me from doing any type of vocals. So Bollywood's trying to protect their position. They're mating with Russians and they're doing all kinds of stuff just to get the media highlight of it. But the real chosen of this earth came to this earth as Sky Turk. So she was actually um, Turkic people. That is what the Lord picked. And it wasn't a regular female. This Turkic person aided her brother's work in bringing out the Devil's Tongue, which was part of Sun Collection, aided securities in balancing the globe legally, ethically. She aided in terms of everything to prevent tyranny, and to press or do a large conversion over. So she's very, very important, from a historical perspective, in the future. So that is where I am right now, 100%. Just know that if you are watching this, this person is Turkic person based off the authentic story. Um, that is gonna probably be altered in 2013. Again, we are very restricted in the region. People don't know what's going on. I don't need to know. All I know is we are desperately fighting, uh, almost like Somalia. We are desperately fighting a lot of people in the area to bring back legality, and law in the area. So that's where we are right now. Thank you and have a good day.